Yeah, but I think that's the last group's going to be breaking up.
Well, you know what the next group's going to be breaking up is, right?
LWO.
No, it's going to be me and Ratboy. Because joining us right now is our guest. I can't wait to talk to him from
What's up,
ECWA.
my man?
Joey Ace, what's going on, pal? How you
How
doing,
you doing?
Poppy? I'm doing
I'm
good.
good, man. I'm good. I'm a little
Uh,
upset the Mets lost their little freaking game against the Dodgers tonight.
no, I'm
Doubleheader.
sorry to hear that.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, Joey.
What's up?
We got Kathy here too.
What's up, Cat?
Hey, honey.
Kit Kat, we call her.
Nice.
Over my dead body, you call me Kit Kat.
Oh, Joey. You're going to be part of ECWA SummerCade this Saturday, June 1st, Morganville, New Jersey. And for you, it's weird because you're usually floating around the main event scene, but on this show, I think you got revenge on your mind. You're going to be taking on Abs Armstrong. What's going through your head?
First of all, Brady, let me let you in on a little something, something. All right?
Ooh, yeah.
All right? See, it don't matter if I'm at the end of the show or I'm opening up the show. On an ECWA event, when you got the 5-star stud Joey Ace on there, he is the main event. You in there with the main event. So, but yes, I do have revenge on my mind. Of course I do. You know, I went in there with every intent to capture for a record-setting 5th time the ECWA Heavyweight Championship. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. You know, you know as well as the ECWA fans that the backyarders have been running amok. And, you know, that was my fault. I thought I had my bases covered. I thought things were going to go another way. I thought they were going to go my way. It looked very well. It felt like they were going my way, but I didn't, you know, I didn't think of that possibility of someone popping out. And that someone popping out was Abs Armstrong. But with all of that, it made me think, Brady. Would you like to know what I thought about?
I would love to know what you thought about it.
So here's the thing, right? A part of me was thinking, you know, after the Super 8, the 2023 Super 8, the Super 8 I won, what was next for Joey Ace? I felt maybe a lot of the ECWA faithful maybe thought I pulled the pedal, like I just laid off the gas a little bit. And it wasn't that. It was me being at the mountaintop and going, okay, what's next? And I won't lie to you, I had a little bit of a hard time thinking, okay, what could be, you know, on the agenda now for the 5-star. So what's next in this career? I've been here now since 2018 with the ECWA. So what more can we do here? And I looked at it and I said, I haven't hit the Grand Slam yet. I haven't done that. So Abs Armstrong has the Territory Championship. That's a championship I haven't gotten. That's a championship I haven't had a shot at because my focus was elsewhere. In a perfect circumstance, we could go into this match and like, yeah, I could challenge him for it. But what he did was he came out, cracked me in the back with it, and cost me the match with Darius Carter and a possible 5th title reign with the ECWA Championship. So yes, revenge is on my mind, but also me seeing the end goal, that's a part of the end goal. The end goal is being the Grand Slam. That's it.
It's interesting, and I'll tell you why. Because you've been a 4-time ECWA champion, like you said. This is something that you haven't reached, and you certainly can't say it's over your head. I would liken it maybe to when Rob Van Dam was the television champion in ECW. He wasn't necessarily the big belt holder, but he was the one that they were talking about on every show. And you could take the territory title to a level maybe that it hasn't been yet. Have you given thought to that? And possibly even beyond ECWA with the heavyweight title, with the territory title. My apologies.
Of course. Any time that, and I'll tell you this, Brady, and for all the people listening, when you have a championship, when you are given that, when you are won that honor, you take that championship, and that championship means everything to you, to the company that you're in, and you have a responsibility for those fans who paid money to see you at your best. So with any championship, we could run it down. When I have it, when it's around the waist of the 5-star stud Joey Ace, it means absolutely everything to me. And that territory championship, it's a marker. ECWA has been around since 1967. We've gone through eras in which it was in a backyard at his absolute, we could say peak, or the first big boom, right, with the Super 8. And now, there was that another boom with me and PCA and Mike Law, Azriel, Papa Don, those guys. And now there's this boom. And this territory championship is there, and it's kind of a throwback of the old. It's a throwback of wrestling when you watched it back in the day, when you watched it 20, 30 years ago. That championship is now in an ECWA sanctioned body, and I want it. I want to be able to go and say, hey, this is it right here. I'm the man. I'm the ruler. I'm the king. I'm 5 stars above the rest in this territory.
Now, and those aspirations sound fantastic, Joey, but is there any concern that maybe you're overlooking Abs Armstrong at all?
No, I'm not. I don't think I'm overlooking him for a long shot. And here's why. You could say, you could come up with the next question and say, hey, Joey, you've been in the game 15 years. Abs has been in it maybe a few, but Abs wouldn't be Abs Armstrong. He wouldn't be the man that he is if he hadn't hit me in the championship belt. He knew what he was doing. He knew what was up. He's in there with vets too. He's in there. He's in there with Trish Rockwell, Travis Lee, damn it, John Finnegan. See, the thing with him that's different from me is I grew up in this business. I didn't have a mentor. I never had a mentor. He's got a few. Does that bother me any? No. Do I feel like I have to watch my back a little bit more? Absolutely. No pun intended, right?
No, it's true. It's true. But better than anybody, probably, that when the backyarders are working together, interfering in each other's matches, like that goes a long way. I mean, you've kind of dealt with all three of them at this point.
Yeah, and he is the last one. But if I can take the ECWA championship away from the biggest man in that group, the Raw Dog, Travis Lee, right? In a last man standing match, I can take it away from Abs Armstrong in a territory rules match. By hook or by crook. See, I gotta go in there Saturday night, and I gotta have eyes behind my head. I gotta think 3-4 steps ahead of this man. Because he's got it. This is his domain. But I'll tell you this. With that being his domain, him running amok all over ECWA, he's in the ring with the 5-star stud. He's in the ring with a man that for the better part of 6 out of those 7 years was a champion. I'm the sleaziest, dirtiest dog of them all. I didn't win those championships fair and square, and I'll tell you straight up, I had to. I had to scratch, I had to claw, I had to cheat to get what I had to get done.
You did what you had to do.
I had to do what I had to do, and this Saturday is going to be no different. That's it.
Okay. Well, I think one question, certainly on a lot of the fans' minds, it's actually been the question that keeps coming in tonight. How far down the line are we talking before you're back in the scope with Darius Carter? I mean, you definitely have unfinished business with him in that ECWA title.
Oh, of course. You know, our paths will cross again. And I'll tell you right now, our paths will cross again, whether it's for the ECWA championship or not.
Okay.
We've gone, I think in the past maybe 12 years, every promotion that we've, stepped through those doors, it's been me and him have had a showdown. But right now he's the man. And I know he's got other things on his plate, but I don't want him to forget that I'm right there behind him. I'm right there. I'm looking. I see him, and I see that championship. And as much as I just said, Grand Slam, that 5th time will happen.
So there's no concern whatsoever that Darius Carter might have your number?
No, he doesn't have my number.
Okay.
He doesn't have my number. We have each other's emails.
I like that. That's a good
one.
one.
That we do have.
Cheesy. No, I love it. I love it. So kind of looking forward, again, you're talking about doing this Grand Slam thing, finally capturing that territory title. What other sort of goals do you have for yourself in your career at this point?
Right now, outside of the ECWA, national TV would be that's a big one. But with being, let's say, national TV, I want to be right now, like with the freedom that I have now, is to be able to create something that people can sink their teeth into. Aside of being like, a professional wrestler, right? A sports entertainer. We're artists, right? And not only that, a wrestling ring could be the canvas, but this screen that we're talking to each other in is also something, right? So my goal maybe deep inside is for the people, for when I watch something on a screen and I feel it, I want others to feel that same thing as well. Right? So it goes a little deeper. It's like we all live this crazy life, right? We all have bills. We all have little problems that we go through. We all have trials and tribulations, and you turn on the TV, you turn on a computer, you grab your phone to hopefully get out of that and maybe forget what's going on in your life, and we make some magic to make you forget. Once I feel like I can do that, Brady, I think all the other accolades that I've set for myself will come. They'll just pop. They'll just come. But the big one, the deep one, is this one I just expressed.
It's really deep. You made me think there, brother. I like that. No, that's really cool. So one of the listeners wants to know, and actually this is a really great question. So your good buddy, probably I'm going to guess your second favorite announcer of all time. No, I'm only kidding. Cheyenne Ortiz, of course, great guy. I had the opportunity to work with him at the last show, and it definitely elevated my game for sure. He's a tremendous talent. Named the president of this very company, ECWA. Yep. What are your thoughts on that?
I think it's long overdue, to be honest with you. Cheyenne's a great individual. He's an amazing person. We've known each other for a long, long time, like middle school, like elementary school.
Wow.
We had a big break because, we move. We're young. Excuse me. It's before like any MySpace, Instagram. I don't even think AOL was doing any screen names back when we knew each other. First met. So, but he always had a passion for this, for professional wrestling, for broadcasting. He has an amazing voice. He has a presence. His voice carries, much like yourself. You can recognize it. So having him as almost the voice of the ECWA right now, it's amazing.
No, that's really cool. Now, Joey, for people who have never been to an ECWA show, what can they expect this Saturday from SummerCade, and more specifically from your match, but ECWA in general even?
I think ECWA is going to give you a lot of everything you wished wrestling kind of has made you feel all in one. I think it's a lot of pieces of a throwback era. You got some stuff from the modern era. You have a lot of things that remind you of the yesteryear wrestling and where wrestling is going. So it's not like kind of reinventing the wheel. It's showing you the wheel with some of old, some upgrades, characters that are, wait, who are those guys? What are they doing? What's their mission? There's a lot of that. So that's what you're going to see. In my match with Abs, you're just going to have to tune in and find out.
All right. Very cool. Now, Joey, if people want to keep tabs with you, what you've got going on, what's your social media like? Where can people find you?
If you want to hit me up on Instagram, it's at JoeyAce88. If you want to hit me on the X, it's at JoeyAce1988. You can add me also on Facebook at Joey Ace. Look, it's Joey Ace everywhere, pretty much. You want to catch me on YouTube, just type in Joey Ace. You'll find me. You'll find the page. But yeah, man, thank you for having me.
Oh, it's always a pleasure. It's great to talk with you. I can't wait for this Saturday because we definitely have some stuff that we got to talk about.
Oh yeah,
it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing.
Talk about.
For sure. Joey Ace, everybody. Thank you so much for the time, Joey. Take care, man. So there you have it. That was ECWA's Joey Ace. He's going to be taking on Abs Armstrong this Saturday, ECWA SummerCade, Saturday, June 1st, 7 Eastern Time, Morganville, New Jersey. It's nice having this little teleprompter on the bottom, ECWAWrestling.com.